Yo, what's up, fam? I was just sitting here going through some questions and reading, or reading over some questions, I should say. And one of the questions was, could I do a video on the soul matrix? So, of course I can, and I'm doing it for you. Soul matrix, recycling versus ascension. First of all, I gotta explain something. Duality is a division within, not without. Duality is a division within, not without. What you see without is not a division. What you see outside of yourself is actually the many faces of the Creator. That is not division. That should not be divided. That could all come into one harmony. That can come into one frequency. But inside, you have to bring yourself to that balance, to that unity, to that frequency of balance. And the reason why is because most people see duality outside of themselves and not within. But it is within you. You got to take the step to become whole. See, it's so important to understand where you live and who you are. You know, and I say that oftentimes kind of assuming that people know this. They know where they live and who they are. Like, for example, I got a question a couple of weeks ago. Why is Earth not used in astrology? And for me, that answer was so simple. But it's like sometimes I forget that we're all at different levels. We're all at different frequencies. You know, we're vibrating at different frequencies. We're coming into this knowledge and waking up at different times. You know, we're all going through it, including me. So I resolved within myself. I said, you know what? After reading that question, I was like, man, I really need to start releasing a lot of this information so that people can start forming themselves inwardly. Because we've been deceived for so long in that old age of Pisces and that age of belief. And we were deceived through our belief. We were given doubt and lies for our belief. And we became tied to these things. Our souls became tied and anchored to these doubts, fears, and just believing in the most vilest of things. That so much to the point where we forgot ourselves. We forgot who we were. We forgot that humanity is the guardians of this earth. That humanity was made to guard this earth, to guard this place, this realm, not to destroy it, to guard it. See, if you remember, you used to drink ether, not water. I'll say that again. You used to drink ether and not water. See, ether is not what you've been told. Ether is it is the fourth element. You have fire, wind, water, and ether, or chi. We were told it was fire, wind, water, and earth. See, earth is an element to an invading species, to an invading consciousness. But it's not an element to those who are made and composed of it. Why do I say that? Because on a physical level, here in Galaxy 1 where we live, in a physical level, what can we do with fire? What can we do with water? What can we do with wind? What can we do with ether. See, ether is the gas for nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen. Ether is the gas for our genes within our body, our nitro genes, our oxy genes, our hydro genes. They're generators. Ether is the gas that goes in the generator that turns nitrogen or nitro into an energy, that turns oxy into an energy, that turns hydro into an energy. And it's so powerful. We were made to forget that. We were made to forget that. But Earth is an element to invaders, because they can take the Earth, which you are. Humanity is the Earth. That's why you are an element to them. They use this hiding of information to siphon your ether and soul energy into the black hole matrix. Now, science tells you that there is a black hole in our galaxy. Where does this black hole go? Or in our universe, where does this black hole go? What is there? This is where your shadow lives. This is the part of you had to put up to come into this matrix, into this soul matrix, into this time matrix. And that part of you is not lost. It's just been abandoned. Your soul identity has been forgotten. You've been disconnected from your oversoul. And you have been strung along through incarnational matrices. See, we are multidimensional beings. We are. But our souls in this time matrix was not meant to be drug along and taken through varying frequencies that would crack it and fractalize it. And that is what this does. So from Galaxy 1, we'll say is us, into the black hole that was created. Now, how was this black hole created? This black hole was created because, put it to you this way, most people have heard of Maldex. So when a planet explodes or a galaxy is blown off of the grid, a hole is left within that grid fabric. That's what you see below you. It's called grid fabric. So when this happened, when planets blow up, which we did have one blow up, it got blown up on purpose. It created a black hole. Now this black hole affects everything within the area of activity surrounding the hole. Energy flowing around the broken grid lines, they hit these blank spots. And this blank spot is the break in the pattern. So when this energy is approaching the black hole, the fabric of the time matrix, the one that we live in, is magnetically pulled into the black hole and is no longer active or no longer able to come back up into it. So we know that this energy, it seems like it's lost because we don't see it no more. But this energy is not lost. This energy is being sucked through a wormhole that was created from the ripping of this fabric of time and space through the explosion of it. And the reason why is because there was life on it. And whenever there's life, there is ether. There is energy. There is soul energy. And this is what ripped the space-time continuum. Not the actual intensity of the explosion. That wasn't it. That's just sound. No, it was the actual fractals of soul energy that shredded, and I mean absolutely shredded, the grid. Now, I don't want to make this too long, but I really got to explain this, okay? So, our souls, or let me finish up with our shadow. I'm sorry. Our shadow sits in this parallel matrix below. And everything that's sucked into this black hole hits the wormhole, comes into the parallel matrix, the white hole. Now, once we've gotten past our shadow here in the black hole, right? Because once we've passed out of the body, our energy is sucked back out. Your energy hits the moon, refracts around a couple of zodiac gates to gather up itself, heads back out the universe, and Saturn gets it. Boom. Saturn and Jupiter. Boom. Redirects the energy into the black hole. So a soul will find itself heading through the black hole. Once it hits the black hole, it's rejoined with its shadow. Now the shadow is an electromagnetic or electrostatic body, I should say. It's like old school TV static body, but it's a version of you, and it lives in this parallel matrix that looks just like everything you see, everything you have. It is the same exact thing running on the same schedule as you. You do these same things over there, but it is your shadow that is doing it. This is the part of you, like I said, you had to give up to come into this matrix. And most people wonder why shadow work is so hard. It's because you are literally trying to pull energy back out of this black hole. And they let you know straight up, when energy goes into a black hole, it don't come back out. So, we are strong. We are pulling our energy back around from that black hole matrix. And we're pulling it back to ourselves through the currents that they have established. Now, I'm going to digress. So once we've rejoined with our shadow and we go into the white light or the white hole, do you see what happens? Back around to the black hole matrix. Well, we are split again. We're split again. The part that goes down into the black hole is your shadow again. And the part that comes back up is your higher soul aspect to be recycled again. And you come back into Galaxy 1, ready to do it all over again. Now, who is getting the benefit of this? Who's getting the benefit of this? Well, that would be Galaxy 2 down there. I don't really have enough time to go into who they are, but just know that energy that you see, that blue energy you see coming down into this galaxy right here is not by accident. They're not showing you that by accident. Galaxy 2 is receiving the energy through the wormhole from Galaxy 1. So our energy is supplying them. Our ether our soul energy and our ether is literally being sucked into that black hole, given to the black hole matrix, the parallel matrix of us, and then siphoned through to the lower galaxy, the meta galaxy, the meta world. So get up on it. Get up on your truth. Know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because it's so important for humanity to remember who they are and what they are. You are guardians of the galaxy. You are the guardians of the stargates in this galaxy. They call it the Milky Way because it's mothering them, because it's providing milk. What does a mother do? A mother provides milk to her young. But a mother also can give milk to a child that's not her own. It's called a wet nurse. So, in this soul matrix of recycling and ascension, it's very important that we don't fall into this false ascension matrix. When I say that, there are a lot of lies that go about to make you agree. And people say, no, you can't be made to do anything. Well, I disagree. When you only hear one side of the story, because the other side has been purposely hidden, you're not getting all of the facts. So you're being forced to make a one-handed decision. Although duality is telling you that you have two choices. Reality is showing you that you are making the choice of the lesser of two evils, which means you're making a one-handed choice or a one-sided choice. So this false ascension matrix, be very careful. It's false information that is attempting to reveal to you the way to ascend, but it's actually the way to descend. Self-sovereignty is the first step to ascension. In other words, you got to care about yourself more than you care about other people. You have to care about your soul more than you care about other people's soul. First, you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you can put another's mask on. So crucial and it's so key. So as we open the gates to truly ascend our soul and our consciousness back up to home, we need to understand this is the reason and the importance for us doing shadow work. That it may get hard here in a little bit, next couple of months to a year. It may be hard. We may have a lot of changes, rapid changes. When I say hard, I mean just rapid changes. But the timelines are being cut off. Those timelines that fed down into this wormhole is being cut off. We are ascending away from this black hole right here. We are ascending away from it. This whole galaxy is raising its vibration. The celestial, or I should say, the cosmic clock has turned. We just had the termination event of the sun. In other words, we have terminated the bridge. The bridge to the black hole has been terminated. They've gotten all their souls out. They've collected them. And now, or I should say, they've what am I trying to say? All the souls have been aligned to the matrices that they're going to. That's what I'm trying to say. And now they're getting ready to collect on them. So you hear about all of these wars and all of this stuff. It's just part of the whole great reset that they got planned, because we are going through a conversion. We're converting from having our energy siphoned off of us to receiving the whole of source energy within our body. Primal life codes coming back into our body, activating us to levels we never thought before. We're receiving that. Because as we rise, the whole universe rises. We're all of this universe. We all are. If you're here now, you're from this time matrices. You're from this time matrix. You are here for this reason. This is the mission. Because when one of us rise, all of us rise. This is what the law of one is actually saying. We're all connected because we're all here in this time matrix. So we care about each other. We love each other. We don't want nobody getting hurt. We don't want souls lost. When you are divided by duality within, you see opposites when you look out. When you are in union within, you don't have a duality within. You see that we are all one. And the souls that belong to the black hole matrix, that will go down into the wormhole and into the galaxy 2 that you see right here, they will return back to source. Nothing is lost. So as I finish up with the soul matrix, recycling versus ascension, there will be no more recycling for the souls that go into the black hole matrix this time. They will go down, descend, and instead of being able to come back up and loop around the outside, come back into it and be split again, that will not happen. They will be brought down into this galaxy and fed upon until there's no more ether left. There's no more soul energy left. And then this galaxy will die. Now it will take, hundreds of thousands of years because we're in a time matrix, but it will happen, and they will go back in cosmic dust return. They will become part. They will become part of the cosmic structure. So their consciousness will still return to source, but it'll return to source void. It'll return to source not knowing who it was and what it was. So therefore, it continues as a construct or a piece of consciousness that is made to be, that is used as a structure instead of a whole being. And that's sad. That's sad. So we here trying to wake them up. We hashtag team wake them up, because we saying, hey, y'all don't want to go this route again. This is the last time for this. This is the last time for this. This is over. The timelines are being cut. This is what the shift was. We were shifting away from this. Because 23.5, we're misaligned at 23.5. What is the pole shift for? What are we shifting for? So the pole shift is very important. It shifts us back into alignment with the pole star, with Polaris. That's why we keep having these incremental shifts. We are being pulled toward the pole, and this black hole matrix on the other side is pulling us toward it. So it pulls us to itself and creates a 23.5. It messed Jupiter up. It messed Mercury up. It messed Venus up. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Venus is upside down spinning. Who else is it? I think Neptune, Uranus, all of them. They're spinning on their sides. They're upside down. They're not in the right configuration. Planets have been blown up. I mean, really think about what you've heard of galactic history and piece it all together to understand that all this happened because we had interdimensional invaders. Interdimensional. So, as I say that, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I feel like I've been on here for a bit, but if you guys got any questions, you know what I mean, throw them in the comment section, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. But the soul matrix, the recycling, and the ascension, like that duality is over. Because the duality within us, we have ended that. This is what the union is about. This is what we're coming into union with ourselves for. Oh, my bad, I said that. This is what we're coming into union with ourselves for. And then when we come into union with our divine partner on the outside, this is a reflection of the work we've done inside. But when we come together with them, that is an outside reflection of where we're going. That we are rejoining back with the original line of ascension. That's what we're working for. We're building the bridge to that. We're on that bridge now. And we're doing it with our conscious thoughts, with our conscious actions, with our conscious desires. We are building the bridge to ascension, or through ascension. Where we're ascending to, we're ascending back to where we came from, in frequency, in code, in our knowing. This is what we're ascending back to. This ain't fake. This ain't mythology. This right here is life in the making. So as we rebuild these structures and rebuild these or build this bridge, we're doing something that hasn't been done before. That's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it now. It hasn't been done before. And as we build that rainbow bridge of consciousness, we take steps on it and we build it. Others will follow behind us and they will be able to literally follow in our steps, the way, the truth, and life. This is the Christ, or some people say Christ, but it's actually pronounced Christ. This is the perpetual motion, the genetic structure within us that gives us perpetual energy. Because we were never meant to die. Your bodies were not meant to die. This is why we keep getting another one and another one and another one. We have to drop it because the vibration can't hold our soul anymore. This is because half of it is being sucked off into the black hole matrix. This is why you got to remember yourself and put yourself back together. Bring your shadow inside. Bring your shadow inside of you. Talk with it. Reason with it. It don't know what you know. That's got to be some insane shit, man, getting sucked into a black hole. I mean, think about it. It experienced that like you would. Being born, living in this world. Its body is electrostatic. That's all it's known. Like, I think, oh man, I just saw, it's like the old cartoon, the old Simpsons, old Simpsons. I think the original of it. Old Simpsons, the way they used to draw them. It's like that was shadow people. You know, the electromagnetic, electrostatic body. I don't know why I keep saying electromagnetic, but electrostatic body. So I'm gonna let y'all go, but if y'all got any questions, holler at me. You know what I mean? Because we gotta We gotta start pulling them souls out of that black hole matrix. And we do that by just informing them, because we can't save nobody. It's a choice. It is a choice. But we can inform them. Y'all live in bliss and harmony. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blissful and harmonious cycle. Love you guys.